All right. Well, we're gonna have the pleasure of introducing a little bit of a video that here's some remarks from Mark Levy and Carol Silverman as they introduce another West Coast band, some of our Northwest friends, their band Slavej. And this is a conversation we had a few weeks ago. For people who don't know, Carol's a wonderful presenter and interpreter, performer, and scholar of this music, with particular interest in Roma and specialty in Roma, but also other musics of the area. And Mark, all around wonderful musician and teacher. And of course, both of them had a founding role in the organization that's made so many of us involved in this music. And that's the East European Folk Life Center, the EEFC, that runs camps on both coasts when we can get together and is running virtual programming all through the year these days. And really, in so many ways, Mark and Carol have helped us learn the music and created the community that we share, and also understand the context in human lives and people's lives of what we're doing. So it's kind of great that they come after Vasil, who came, to our community and taught us so much of the same thing. So Mark and Carol are going to talk, and I do want to mention that there are some pretty direct ties between the EEFC and this event, because first of all, Zlatne Uste was conceived in a union that took place at the first East Coast Balkan camp. I won't say whose union it was, but it was really Stuart Menon with a whole bunch of musicians in a brass band camp, and we all came back to New York and created Zlatne Uste in 1983. And then this festival really started in the first year as a benefit for the EEFC, which there was a month of Balkan music all across the country. So in many ways, we're going back to our roots here, but we're also looking forward to hearing their group Slavej, and here's some words from Mark and Carol. So let's go to the video.
Welcome to Virtual Golden Festival 2021. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being on the East Coast. Mark, tell us a little bit about what we're about to see and who your band is.
Well, our band is called Slavej, which means nightingale, and it's folks in Eugene, Oregon, and Seattle, Washington, and you'll hear 4 pieces.
And is there a story behind the creation of this particular set of music?
Well, it's a 16-minute excerpt from an hour-long presentation we did for a virtual orientation for people who received Fulbright grants to teach and do research in Europe, including the Balkans.
And so you did that in person?
No, the orientation and our performance for that were going to be in person, but then the pandemic came, so the orientation became virtual, and so did our performance. So it actually took months to create this. It was originally an hour-long presentation. And I do want to give credit to David Belidis, who did all the technical putting together our 5 separate performances.
Can you give any context to what we're about to experience?
Yeah, well, in general, when we put shows together, we try to show the variety, the richness of Balkan music, because the Balkans are a crossroads between East and West and have incredible diversity of musics, different roles according to region, according to age, according to gender. And so in this program, we actually have 3 pieces that are very heavily influenced or actually performed by Roma. We are not Roma in the band, and I work a lot with Roma in my research and activism. And so we have a piece by Esma Recepova that was written by her. She's an iconic Romani star. We also have a Romani Čoček, which is one of the characteristic genres of Romani music. And then we have a pravo horo in wedding style from Bulgaria that was heavily influenced by Roma as well. And then in addition, we have a plevensko from North Bulgaria that's from the ethnic Bulgarian repertoire. So, I mean, even our teeny little show here shows the diversity, the richness of Balkan music. And in every piece, you can go into many, many different layers of who's playing this, what ethnicity they are, what's their national history, what are their struggles today. And in general, our group uses music not only to entertain, but I feel, especially in my role, is to educate people about the context of the music, the people behind, especially because we're non-Balkan people in our band. We have a special responsibility to actually share the lives of Balkan musicians and the context of the music.
I can't resist the urge to put in a bit of a plug here for the benefit aspect of the Golden Festival. So any money received, and this year it's all voluntary, is going to be used to benefit people who really need it in light of the pandemic. So Carol, I'm really glad you brought that up, and a reminder that there are, and you've had so many years of deep personal relationships and scholarly relationships with the communities whose music inspired so many of us who are performing in the festival. So thank you for bringing us to that.
So for me, it's all about community. I don't know if that sounds trite or something. Getting involved in Balkan music, especially in the early years, there was no amplification, see? So us musicians were in the center of the dance circle. And just the communication between musicians and dancers, it was a miraculous thing. So I just can't imagine my life without this phenomenon.
So I think the sense of community is really important. And it also sustains people through lots of challenges in their life. And I think that's true also in the Balkans in terms of post-war, post-conflict, even present conflict. And today, in terms of COVID, we really do need each other, and music helps us gather. Enjoy yourselves. Try to find out something interesting about the Balkans. It's really worth your time. Get to know somebody who's different from you, because music actually helps break down prejudice and borders. And I wish I could be there hugging you.
Well, I think during the pandemic, we're lucky to have these virtual festivals, and I appreciate that they're happening. And let's look forward to post-pandemic and our returning good health when we can be together and hold hands again in the line and see our musicians in person. So I look forward to 2022, I think.
So Carol, in several Balkan languages, how do you say "may that be so"?
Neka dae, make it be, da bide, da bude, halal, may it happen, inshallah.
Shubărni, ia lui Diu benji trendafil, moite să uci cereși, moite să vezi gaitani. Alame mama godila, godila prasnens menila, godila prasnens menila, smenila pahni pitala. Бабу, мені мама годила, заєдну мончику бабу, момчиту бішику бабу, Аллах не міє на серці, момчиту бішику бабу, Аллах не міє на серці. все-таки заплаче. Музика свири за него. Майка плаче, тако плаче за мене. Стара майко, утре недела, за мене майчета е най-църна. Либето утре ми се венчава со моята верна другарка. Либето утре ми се венчава со моята верна другарка. Болна лежам, ке умрам. Ова noć, srce ke zaplače. Muzika sviri za nebo. Majka plače, tako plače za mene. Bolna ležam, ke umram. Ova noć, srce ke zaplače. Muzika sviri za nego. Majka plače, tako plače za mene. Ангелчињак пеат за тебе, камбани тешки пеат за мене. Ти во црква со невеста, јас во гробот со младоста. Ти во црква со невеста, јас во гробот со младоста. Болна лежам, ке умрам. Ова noć, srce ke zaplače. Muzika sviri za nebo. Majka plače, tako plače za mene. Majka plače, tako plače za mene.
Hi, we're Musiki Parea from Vancouver, BC, and you just heard two tunes in 7/8. The first one was a mandilatos, which comes from the word mandili for a handkerchief, same as rachinitsa. The second one was topaploma, which is about a guy inviting a woman to be with him because his place is, even though it's small, it's got enough room for two. Now you're going to hear Zona Radikos called Yorti Zebekidon, which paints a picture of a wild scene where the Zebeks are dancing, drinking, and eating, wearing their embroidered shalvar.
Πίνω νεράκι, τρώνε παστούρμα και χτυπάνε τα ποδαριά με τα γεβένια. Όλοι για ένα και ένα μέσα βαριά και αντιμέρα και ξακούδια. Έχουν τα σπαθιά στα χέρια και στο στόμα τα μαγελιά. Γεια σας παιδιά, γεια σας παιδιά. Και η δουλειά σπάει ο τραγουδάς, σπάει από το σερτά του δόλερης λαγιάς. Κράτα ρε καρδιά, λένε τα παιδιά, μέχρι να ελευθερωθούμε από το στεγαλιά. Άλλη καρδιά ένα και ένα μέσα βαριά και αντιμένα και τη σακούλια. Έχουν τα σπαθιά στα χέρια και στο στόμα τα μαγειριά. Γεια σας παιδιά, γεια σας παιδιά.
Next tune-up is Karavi Karavaki, Kalamatianos, which sings about a ship with a red sail bound for Istanbul.
Καράβι, καραβάκι, καράβι, καραβάκι. έχεις καμωμένα και τρελαίνομαι για σένα. Μαλλιά μου έχει η αδερφή σου και τρελαίνομαι μαζί σου. Με κόκκινη σημαία, με κόκκινη σημαία, με κόκκινη σημαία και με χρυσό σταυρό. Έβγανα σε δω, έβγανα σε δω να λιάνω, να μην πέσω και πεθάνω. Έβγανα σε δω λιγάκι, να μου φύγει το μεράκι. Αν είσαι για την πόλη, αν είσαι για την πόλη, αν είσαι για την πόλη και την Αγία Σοφιά. Αγάπη μου γλυκιά, έλα, έλα σαν σου λέγω, μη με τυραννείς και κλαίγω. Έλα, έλα περδικά μου, στα αγκαλάκια τα δικά μου. Πάρε και μένα μέσα, πάρε και μένα μέσα, πάρε και μένα μέσα και σύρε στο καλό. Έβγανα σε δω, έλα να σε λάμενάσαι, να σου στρώνω να κοιμάσαι. Έλα, έλα με τα μένα, να περνάς χαριτωμένα.
Our next tune is Amarandos, a kind of tsamikos, and it talks about the plant that never wilts. You should never water it, and you should never prune it either.
Esta
up, we have a medley of 2 tunes. The first one is dedicated to all the servers out there. It's sung by a waitress who claims that she's the best as she flits from table to table, distributing the food and the drinks and collecting tips. The second tune is called Eheya Bandaya, and that is a song about a song of missing all the different parts of Istanbul where the Greeks no longer live.
Η πιο καλή καρσόνα είμαι εγώ, γιατί με δέχει όλους τους κερνώ. Κι αυτοί μου λένε μαραμπτής εσύ, γλυκιά καρσόνα φέρε μας κρασί. Στα πέτακτα μοιράζω τις μισές, το πιάτο κι ο μεσές, κάτριδα και τυρί. Ότι κι αυτοί μου δίναν μπορμουάρ, τους λέγω ρεβουάρ και φεύγουνε στου πι. Κρασιοκάδες με μέσε, χωρίς ποτέ να δίνω βέρεσε. Και όταν αρχίσω τις γλυκές ματιές, με δάνε τότε όλοι 3 φορές. Στα πέτακτα μοιράζω τις μισές, στο πιάτο κι ο μεζές, μαρίδα και τυρί. Τότε κι αυτοί μου δίναν κορμουάρ, τους λέγω au revoir και φεύγουνε στο πι. Στο γάλατα ψηλή βροχή και στα τατάβλα μόρα, βασίλισσα των κοριτσιών είναι η μαυροφόρα. Έχει για πάντα για τα μίλησαμε, όνειρο ήτανε τα λησμονήσαμε. Έχει για... Στο γάλατα θα πιω κρασί, στο πέρα θα μεθύσω και μέσα απ' το λεπτικούλε κοπέλα θα αγαπήσω. Έχει για πάντα για τα μίλησαμε, όνειρο ήτανε τα λησμονήσαμε. Έχει για πάντα για τα μίλησαμε, όνειρο ήτανε τα λησμονήσαμε.
Yeah.
Welcome back, my fellow travelers on this Balkan border crossing journey called Golden Fest. That was a lovely set from our friends in Vancouver. Really good to see them on this side of the country and East Coast Festival that's really gone around the world. As a matter of fact, we're going to take a journey to Portugal, and we're going to, first we're going to take a nice deep breath. We're going to grab a cup of hot tea or maybe a little something stronger, because we're going to stretch out with some Fado fusion from Vila, Navio. They have a fresh spin on traditional Portuguese music, and it's a very smooth groove, guys. So you're just going to relax, enjoy the ride, and let's go to the studio.
Mergulha num mundo onde não te perguntam porquê. Mergulha um segundo e liberta-te desse clichê. Mergulha, 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 mergulha. Solta o fio da teia, tira o pé da prisão. Quem só tem voz alheia, só tem olhos para o chão. Canta a frase que é tua, veste o teu maior, mostra a tua alma nua, larga o que te é pior. Segue a tua intuição, olha com admiração, leva a tua loucura guardada dentro da mão. Quem a tem ou procura, encontra onde o seu condão. Salta fora da caixa, grita a tua vontade. Para quem de visão baixa, esquece a tua verdade, esquece a tua verdade, esquece a tua verdade. Saboreia a diferença que as censuras saciam. essa tua pertença, que as censuras saciem, essa tua sentença. Asas sobre a espuma do teu mar, o vento embala a liberdade e o sol aquece-te a plumagem. De alma leve e matinal prazer, no horizonte essa vaidade. Será que vais de uma outra margem? Teu peito é a tua glória e bico amarelo quem tu pintou. Quando eu souber toda a tua história, levarei flores para quem te inventou. Levarei flores para quem te inventou. No cimo da pedra estendes teu vento, à luz do inverno semeias graça. No sargo ao combro o teu intento será eterno, será de caça. Fogem as gaivotas de tanto medo, voam loucas, deixam-te aí sozinho. Nessa condição que vives de seres um corvo marinho. Nessa condição que vives de seres um corvo marinho. Nessa condição que vives de seres um corvo marinho. Nessa condição que vives de seres um corvo marinho. Nessa condição que vives de seres um corvo marinho. Nessa condição que vives de seres um corvo marinho. Nessa condição que vives de seres um corvo marinho. A lei do sonho é triste, pois quem sonha bem sabe que ele não existe. Engana o mais risonho, ilude o mais medonho, o criador de ensaios. La, 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 la. guia-me para ter vida, friedade e dor ao amanhecer. Gosto de entender que não irei transvariar. É sempre a guez que me cuida e faz irradiar. Irradia a luz e ao chegar brilha toda a noite. Noite e dia eu trago a transbordar. Se quem sonha o dia todo é louco, eu sonho toda a noite. Dia e noite eu vivo a florear. No céu a esperança e a terra dança e balança em sonhos de quem nela vive. O mar é mais do que um mero cais, deixado no passado, destruído em sais. No céu a esperança e a terra dança e balança em sonhos de quem nela vive. O mar é mais do que um mero cais, deixado num passado, destruído em sais. Pois quem sonha bem sabe que ele não existe. Engana o mais risonho, ilude o mais medonho, o criador de anseios. A cantar levo os males do meu fado, levo os dias que passo cansado e as sombras que me travam e as feridas que não saram. Levo a mágoa e a amargura em cada lado. A chorar levo a dor do meu canto, lavo em lágrimas a flor deste meu pranto. E lá fora maniata esta chuva que me empata, diluvia uma saudade e desencanto. que trago tão doente a tristeza. Pesado o sabor do amar, cismado ao alvor da fraqueza. Melancolia que trago tão doente a tristeza. Pesado o sabor do amar, cismado ao alvor da fraqueza. Pesado o sabor do amar, cismado ao alvor da fraqueza. Melancolia que trago tão doente a tristeza. Pesado o sabor do amar, cismado ao alvor da fraqueza.
Wow, wasn't that just a sublime and beautiful set? And I can honestly say that we have never had anything like that at Golden Festival before. So thank you all who are sticking around with us that long. You were really rewarded for your persistence with that wonderful set. So I hope that you really enjoyed that. Now we are going to switch gears completely for our final set of the evening, and it wouldn't be Golden Festival if we didn't end with one last show-stopping set. This is truly unforgettable. Next up is Greek Judas, which is what happens when Greek Rebecca comes to Brooklyn, goes wild, and gets turned up to an 11. It brings an edgy, gritty Brooklyn vibe to what's known as the Greek blues. By the end of this set, you will be asking yourself if everything that you experienced was real, or a hallucination, or a dream. So hold on to your hats, get ready, here comes Greek Judas.
Sacramento che lo dai
Woo!
Yeah.
Taking us
Yeah.
out. Greek Judas. Unforgettable. Unforgettable ending to an unforgettable night. How
Unforgettable
you guys
night.
feeling?
Ooh, I feel just the way that I do every Golden Festival. I always arrive thinking it's the end of the work week. I don't know how I'm going to summon the energy to dance in the way that I want to. But then as soon as I hear the music and I see my friends, then everything else that came before it doesn't exist anymore. And it's just about the music and just about the dancing.
Exactly. It just, the endorphins start flowing and they just don't leave. It just keeps going and coming. That was so much fun. And you know what? We're going to do it again tomorrow night, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so join us.
What
Night
time?
2, Golden Festival. So the doors open at 5. The show starts at 6. The endorphins are playing around 7, I think. That's a Greek word.
I love
And,
that.
check out the schedule, come back and be with us. And we're having a great time. So let's carry it on for another night. And we love you all. And good night, everybody.
Thank you
Good
so much.
night.
See you tomorrow.